My name is Dr. Erica Lannan, and I teach biology at Prairie State College. I actually started nearby. I went to Tinley Park High School, and then I went to Iowa State University, where I got an undergraduate degree in genetics. And then I went to the University of Wisconsin-Madison, where I got a PhD in microbiology. I then did some postdoc work. I actually worked for the government for a while. It's the National Institute of Environmental Health Sciences in North Carolina. Biology is the study of life, and one of the biggest philosophical questions of all time is, what is the meaning of life? So by studying biology, I'm hoping that I can bring students a little closer to being able to answer that question. I'd really like to talk about the Human Microbiome Project. So the idea behind this is to study all of the microbes that are associated with the human body. There's about 10 times more bacterial cells on and in our body than there are human cells. And those bacterial cells have about 100 times the gene activity of us. So what are they doing? How are they keeping us healthy? How are they maybe causing disease is something I think is really interesting. There are a lot of ways that these microbes might be playing an important role in human health. So they found that esophageal cancer has increased in the last 30 years about 6-fold faster than they would expect based on environmental factors. So what's the cause? Why is this going up so dramatically? One of the causes people think is actually the bacteria that are associated with the esophagus. And they did a study that individuals who had certain type of bacteria associated with their esophagus, again, had a much higher rate of some of these cancers than others. So the interesting thing about the bacteria in the gut is that, well, first of all, it may play a role in how hungry or how full somebody may feel. So if they have certain type of bacteria, these bacteria are not happy, they're making you feel, they're literally secreting chemicals that will make your body feel hungry. The first thing people hear this, they say, oh my gosh, bacteria, I want to kill them all with antibiotics. And what we're finding is that's actually a really bad idea, because the normal bacteria that are there have sort of a protective effect. If an individual has to go through something like having antibiotics, it's killing off not only the bad bacteria, but any of the good bacteria that's associated with them. And so they may lead to things like having intestinal problems and things like that. So, well, what are some of those good bacteria? What are they doing? Scientists are showing that they have a protective effect against certain respiratory diseases, as well as certain gastrointestinal diseases. So if you were to kill them off, you might be more susceptible to getting the common cold or other unpleasant situations. So one of the futures of medicine is really just to, first of all, do a catalog. What's there, what's supposed to be there, and then, is there a better way than antibiotics? Antibiotics, you're taking a big old hose, you're just trying to get everything that you can, but is there a more direct way that we can specifically help human health and maybe give probiotics, bacteria that we know to be helpful?